10 super expensive items Guy Fieri owns that cost more than your whole life. Hey guys, welcome back to another video here on Celeb Timetable. Guy Fieri is one of the most famous celebrity chefs in the world. He is a restaurateur, author, and has even won an Emmy Award. It took years for Fieri to become a household name, and in those years, he amassed a pretty massive fortune, allowing him to spend on what he wants. In this video, we take a look at the most expensive things owned by Guy Fieri. Stay tuned! Culinary Gangsta. Guy Fieri may be known for his crazy bleached, spiky hairdo, but did you know he has another notable physical attribute? On his forearm, he has a tattoo that says Culinary Gangsta. It's just as cringeworthy as it sounds. The tattoo is sizable, involves color, and it's an original design, meaning it cost him a pretty penny to get done. According to Food Network, the tattoo artist was Joe Leonard, and Fieri had this to say about why he chose to get a skull and knife added to it. My buddy Joe Leonard does these monkey wrench symbol tattoos, and I told him, change it. I want mine upside down with a chef's knife in it. His entourage. Some people don't like to travel alone, and Guy Fieri is one of those people. He prides himself on having a considerable posse to accompany him on his many trips around the world. His crew is known to get rowdy from time to time too. One notable example occurred during an overnight stay at a hotel when one of his entourage members got drunk and damaged an elevator, in addition to berating a member of the hotel staff. Even Fieri's fame didn't prevent him and his team from getting yelled at. His crew is around 20 people in total, and they have nicknames like Machete and Gorilla. Guy's American Kitchen and Bar. Known for having restaurants in California, Las Vegas, and even on several cruise ships, Fieri tried to broaden his range to include a new tourist hotspot in New York City. Guy's American Kitchen and Bar was meant to be a big success along the lines of Emeril Lagasse's many restaurants, but it failed spectacularly. On opening day, the New York Times released one of its most scathing culinary reviews in publication history, and they weren't the only ones. The immense distaste for the NYC restaurant grew into an internet joke. Fieri later went on to claim he only sent out the recipes and wasn't in charge of any cooking. But Guy's American Kitchen and Bar closed its doors for good in January 2018. Name change. Did you know Guy Fieri's name isn't even Guy Fieri? Yep, the man we know as Fieri now used to be Guy Ramsey Fieri. Gordon Ramsay, anyone? He decided he didn't think Fieri was fitting enough for his crazy persona and paid to have it changed to Fieri. While name changes aren't nearly as expensive as the other items on this list, they still can cost you a few $100s depending on where you go. Plus, you have to admit it's a little hilarious that Guy Fieri actually had to come up with the name Fieri, because he didn't think Fieri worked for the celebrity status he was trying to attain. Yellow cars. Everyone needs a hobby, and Guy Fieri's hobby is collecting cars. He has a passion for obtaining great American vehicles and working on them. Some of them he even builds himself. But they do have one thing in common. They are all blindingly yellow. Why yellow? He likes the color. Ironically, when he got his first dream car, a Chevy Chevelle, he hated the yellow but it grew on him. And now every car he adds to the collection is yellow too. Not only does Fieri collect cars, but he also endows them with fancy nicknames like SS Hunter, Big Bite, Full Bore, and Devil CJ. Hair bleach. Chances are, when you think of Guy Fieri, the first thing that comes to mind is his bright bleach hairdo. He knows that's how people recognize him, and because it has become his trademark, he has no plans on getting rid of his iconic cut and dye anytime soon. But anyone who has ever dyed their hair knows how much upkeep it requires. Fieri's real hair is naturally brown, which means he has to get it touched up regularly. Those frosted tips don't come cheap, but they are part of his brand. Even his wife doesn't enjoy the blonde, and if she can't change his mind, then no one can. Pops. Pops is a sulcata tortoise and Guy Fieri's family pet. He has a massive pen of his own on Fieri's property and has even broken out a few times. Pops is just as feisty as his owner. Pops also has a girlfriend of his own. His girlfriend is a hard hat that has been in the center of his pen for years. Fieri explained to GQ that his tortoise would hump that hard hat. We'll hear him. There must be a season or something, cause he gets going. As for what he feeds his tortoise, apparently Pops has a taste for dog waste. Seriously. Sunglasses. One of the essential staples of a Guy Fieri ensemble is in the eyewear, namely the sunglasses. When was the last time you saw Guy Fieri without a pair of them? In addition to his flashy shirts, cargo pants, and flip-flops, sunglasses are a Fieri necessity. His wardrobe isn't complete without them. His favorite brand is Gators eyewear. Fieri wore them so often that Gators even designed sunglasses inspired by the famous chef. Other companies have followed suit, designing menswear with a signature chrome look so Fieri fans can try and emulate their favorite cook. As for how many he owns, the number is rumored to be well over 100. His kitchen. It makes sense that a chef would need an immaculate kitchen to practice their recipes before debuting them to the mainstream. A chef's kitchen is basically their office. That's why Fieri decided to spare no expense when designing his home kitchen. He even added in 2 refrigerators, his and hers fridges for him and his wife. He also has a 27,000 BTU Viking gas wok burner to ensure he never has to wait too long for a pot of water to boil. He also has a digital jukebox, foot pedal sinks, a 20-gallon jambalaya pot, and memorabilia from his television shows. So, Guy Fieri isn't the type to spend big, but he does own some really weird stuff as you can see. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching!